Hi everyone, this is Edith with House of BBQ Experts, and I'm here today with JP Lavoie, BBQ Master, the brain behind this collection of sauces. This is what you have created so far, and we'll leave it as that. We have 12 different flavors, all inspired from different areas of the world, literally. Starting with samurai, I believe you were inspired coming back from Hawaii and also thinking of an Asian twist on grilled food. Tell me about the samurai sauce, what it's good with, what it's made of.
It's a good mix of ginger, soy sauce, pineapple juice. So inside of it, it's not a regular barbecue sauce. You can use it as any of our barbecue sauce, but when you see just with the color, you can see it's a completely different sauce. And you can use it with shrimps, with fish, with any kind of chicken.
Poke bowls.
Poke bowls.
Fresh on poke bowl, love it.
Yeah, and one of the best things you can eat with that samurai sauce are the grilled egg rolls. So if you've never tried grilling your egg rolls, just put it on the barbecue, cook them at around 400 Fahrenheit, add some samurai sauce at the end, or just dip it, and you go crazy for that sauce.
Wow, well, I'll have to try that. Champion. Now, this is a sauce that you developed coming back from a barbecue competition.
Yes.
You'd done well, but not the top podium, and you said, you know what, we need to have a better glaze, we need to raise the game, and we need to make it accessible to everybody who wants to not just to compete, but enjoy a great glaze for their Saturday meals and their Saturday barbecue with friends and family.
Or if you want to win any competition, you go with a champion, you go for the win, because we weren't the champion on this competition, but we knew that for the next one we would be. So champion, perfect for glazing. It has been made for ribs. It's made to also mix with your pulled pork, and there's a little aromas of vanilla and fruit inside. So it just fits perfectly with pork and chicken.
Yeah, I was going to say chicken. I love it with chicken. Yes. Nashville. This one is one of the newest baby to this collection, and
yes,
definitely a keeper.
And it's one of our most liquid versions. So when you see most of our barbecue sauce, they are like much more
thicker, yeah, and more used for glaze.
And this one,
it's liquid.
It is really more liquid.
This is more for mopping of your meat, yes, as they cook?
It is for mopping, it is for foiling, or with butcher paper when you wrap your meat. This is what you're gonna use. There's a lot of cider vinegar inside, but really high quality cider vinegar. And with all the mixes we've made into the sauce, there's a little bit of heat, a little bit of sugar inside, perfect mix to mop on anything. I've also tried it with fish. Even with fish, it can be really, really
So an open flame grilling barbecue where you have the opportunity without modifying too much your temperature. If you open and close the lid, you would use this one and have a blast, and you'll be able to enjoy long cooking. You like to do that sometimes, talking to your friend, enjoying cold beer. This would be the sauce that you'd have a blast with.
And because there's way less sugar in it, you can use it, and because also it's more liquid, you can use it during your grilling, not only at the end, like most of our barbecue sauce.
That's true.
Or any barbecue sauce, because you shouldn't grill most of the barbecue sauce because of the sugars. Sometimes they burn, but this one, you won't have any problem.
That's interesting and delicious. Dragon sauce. Now the dragon sauce is not a hot sauce. It's a spicy barbecue sauce.
Yes.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you define dragon beef?
So on a scale of 1 to 10 for barbecue sauce, I would say it's around 5, 6, or 7, depending on your thought and on your taste. But if you go for a spicy sauce, let's say a real hot sauce.
You compare this to a hot sauce.
Yeah, it will be about 2 or 3 out of 10. So it's not that hot. There's a good amount of heat, but not too much.
It's family friendly, yes, but it renders a nice little kick.
And it's the big brother of his friend just here, the Sweet Dream. The Sweet Dream and the Dragon, they are almost the same sauce. So somebody who likes the Sweet Dream but want more heat, he will love the Dragon sauce. And somebody who really like the Dragon sauce but who have to delay his is grilling and eating because it's a little bit too
spicy,
hot.
Then Sweet Dream would be the next
Go
one.
for the Sweet Dream. And both are really good to baste on any kind of meat. You can also wrap with those, and they are perfectly balanced. These are really most classic barbecue sauce, and you can almost use it on everything. So really good versions. These are almost the same blend, but you have 10 times more heat.
It's fruity. It's fruity, yes. So now onto Sweet Dream. So it's fruity, it's delicious. I know personally at home the kids love to just dip egg rolls or chicken nuggets in it.
So many people like it with chicken nuggets.
Very good cold as well. Much better than any other sauce you can buy if you were looking for a great barbecue sauce. Sweet Dream is family friendly, good for anybody, and can also, as you mentioned, be basted at the end of grilling, or if you want a light coat of something sweet to hold on to your rub in preparation for smoking, for instance.
It will be perfect, yes.
Maple Picante. Maple Picante took a long time to develop. This one, I think it's the longest one. You worked on it, you sent it back, you're always at the table for R&D.
And it's brand new. I don't know if we can tell it, but it's brand new. It just arrived, and I've worked over 2 years on the recipe of this one. Now it is ready, and
now it's ready for everybody.
I'm ready to eat a lot of this sauce because
Maple Picante is a cousin of maple bourbon that's further down the line, but it has a special pepper in it that makes it a flavorful pepper, used with the right balance and the right amount. Tell us about this one.
So the ghost pepper we've used inside of that sauce, it's one of the strongest pepper on the planet.
Second hottest in the world.
Yes, exactly. But we didn't want it to be too hot, so we just wanted to have the flavor, the good sting that it brings. So when you taste that maple picante sauce, you'll feel the sting on your tongue because of the ghost pepper, and then you'll see your tongue will absorb all the flavors from the sweet. The maple is the best sugar on the planet. So with the balance of both flavors, and you just said, you were right, you said it was like a cousin of bourbon, maple bourbon, but these are completely different sauce. Even if they almost have the same ingredients, they have a completely different percentage of all the ingredients, or they are mixed differently. And this is why when you take and when you taste those two sauces, you'll see completely different.
So both of them have maple, but all the other ingredients are very much different.
And there is some bourbon also inside the maple picante, but we didn't want to put the accent on the bourbon, so it's just a good blend.
And it's cooked for folks out there, so it can be fed to the kids.
No problem for the kids. Yes.
Funky chili. Funky chili is amazing also, and I keep going back to dipping, but sometimes when you're a parent, you end up eating cold, so it's not always warm, and you need to be able to enjoy some cold sauces as well. Funky chili is great. Your brother makes it on oyster. It's amazing. Tell me about this sauce and what you like to eat it with.
So funky chili is a really different version of the chili kind of sauce that you can find on the market. It is a little bit zesty, there's some lime in it, and there's also some great sugar in it. So not any kind of sugar like always, good quality of sugar, and there's a good amount of heat. Actually, it's our hottest sauce, so it's really different from a barbecue sauce, traditional barbecue sauce. You can also dip it, and you can use it to brush on your meat. So let's say you do shrimps or salmon and you want that extra heat flavor, but with the little hint of citrus, that's gonna be perfect. And it's well balanced. Everybody loves the funky chili.
Now sweet lemon. Sweet lemon, JP asked you once, I remember, JP, if I go on a trip with a backpack and I go explore the world, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Which sauce should I bring with me?
And the spice should be Explorer because it fits everything. The sauce should be sweet lemon.
Sweet lemon.
Sweet lemon is our most balanced sauce. There's everything that you want in the barbecue sauce inside that bottle. You got the smoke, you got the salt, you got the sugar, you got the sour, you got the heat, you got the tomato, you got everything you want in one bottle. So if you want to cook some salmon or some burgers, some steaks, you want to make some ribs, some chicken, you want to do anything, a whole hog, get more than one bottle for the whole hog.
And citrusy flavors go well with so many things.
Yes, yes, yes.
Even mixed in with extra olive oil, it makes a great drizzle for salad.
Smart.
You can have it also on fish. I love citrus, I love sweet lemon. Espresso is amazing to glaze steaks. Now tell me why. What is this one made of? Clearly there's a cup of coffee on the label, but...
So there is definitely coffee inside of it. There is some soy sauce inside. And it is, you know, all tastes are different. We all have different tastes on the planet, so I wouldn't argue with anybody about that. But for me, it is one of the sauce that we have that we will not really enjoy when it's cold. So this sauce is really special.
It needs to be warmed up.
It needs to be warmed up, and when it's warmed up, and when it's put on red meat and some other stuff like pork. But when you put that on a steak, this is where the magics come. If you put it on a tomahawk or any kind of red meat,
so the flavors of this sauce will really come out as it gets warmed up. So the last minutes of your cooking.
During about the 5 last minutes, because it's a little bit more liquid, so you can use it for a longest period of time in the grill. And you put it in the last 5 minutes. You can grill with that sauce without it burning, and it will make your
steak. It's a flavor enhancer, but with a hint of something like you've never tried this. If you haven't tried espresso before, definitely need to do that. Maple bourbon. Maple bourbon is the original maple sauce, the first one that we brought out with maple because we're Canadian. Maple syrup, we're lucky. It's one of the most popular natural sugar around the world. We're so lucky we have this in our backyards. And this sauce has the taste of bourbon as well as the sugar.
Not too much sugar, but well balanced. Exactly.
Well balanced. And what do you cook with this? Now, so I give you this and I say, make me something on the grill. You need to feed 20 people. What are you going to do?
So it is a real classical barbecue sauce with a good hint of maple and a good hint of bourbon. So I would do anything that is a classic barbecue, classic smoking, classic grilling. You can use this one with steaks, like someone who likes to sauce their steak at the end, like a dip, will love it. But usually I'm much more into cooking ribs and chicken with that. So even pulled pork, when you shred it and have your final version of pulled pork, this is where you're gonna add some maple bourbon.
Delicious.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very nice.
Well balanced with a good heat.
So my pulled pork, the last time I did it, I used Nashville, but now you're telling me I should double up in Nashville and maple bourbon.
And you can mix them
together. Yes, yes, for my pulled pork. Now the last two, they're like the twins that are not the same. And I say the twins because I always have them together. I buy them together. I give them to people. I go to a party, or like to a pool party. Yes. I always bring this. I always have a couple at home stashed away.
Who doesn't
do ketchup and mustard? Burgers, hot dogs, sausage. Anywhere you go, any restaurant, any diner, you just want to have fun, family time. It screams hot dogs, burgers. It screams ketchup and mustard. Now,
but these ones are different.
These are our version. They're grilling products. They have been developed by pit masters, people who have done barbecue competition and know the value of good products to enjoy cold or hot. So cold, I think we've got it figured out, but how would you cook with these products?
So you can use it like, let's say for the colonel mustard, you can use it as a pre-coat before putting your rub on your meat. Let's say I want to add some Kansas or sweet Kansas rub on my ribs or on my pork shoulder. What I'm going to add is just a little bit of colonel mustard, and then my rub will stick way better on my meat. So this is a good way to use it.
And a little hint of vinegar in that.
Yes.
That brings in the flavor, but not too spicy.
It is spicy because there's spices in it, but it's not hot. Yes, exactly. So even every member of the family will like it. There's a little bit of heat, but not too much.
I use this as a replacement for Dijon because my son thinks Dijon is too spicy
and I think too. I'm not a big fan of Dijon.
And I use this as a replacement in all of the dressing or any type of recipes that requires And the Catch Hot,
This one is hot.
the name is it. Catch Hot.
Yes.
No more regular ketchup in your fridge.
Oh no.
Only this one.
Since the beginning of its inception, existing,
Yes.
the ketchup is my all the way, all the time. This is my
Your go-to.
my go-to. So it is like a regular ketchup, so it's really good. But then there's the difference. There's a really different in quality. So every ingredients in this are picked to be sure that the quality is really at the top, like all of our products. So you won't
Yeah,
find.
so this is not electrifying red. It's actually the color that a tomato, a pureed tomato would look like once you mix it with the other ingredients that you have in it. Great for French fries, but also when you cook, you can use this if you don't like your ribs to be too sugary, for instance. Some people, they need to watch the sugar content. This is lower in sugar.
You'll get everything you want. You'll get the smoke taste, you'll get the tomato taste, you'll get the heat, but you won't have the sugar. There's a little bit of sugar, but not like regular barbecue sauce, and that's when you don't want it to be too sweet. And even if you have, let's say you have a rub that is really sweet, but you want to add some tomato and some hotness to your ribs, or even to pulled pork. I love my pulled pork with this. I also love my pulled pork with this. But if you've never tried pulled pork with colonel mustard, it's really, really, really good.
That would be
but
good.
ketchup, that's a good for any recipe.
All this is making me so hungry, GP. I think you're gonna have to spark those grill up and
Let's start them.
and make something with this. This is it, folks. A collection of 12 today. Lots of great recipes, ideas. You can inspire yourself at BBQ-expert.com. JP, thank you so much for making such great sauces and great products, and thank you for being with me today.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Thank you.